I'm wearing heels. Well, Mom bought me white shoes. But I like how white.
Good evening, everyone. If we can make our way into this area, that would be awesome, so we can get things started. I wish you could see from my vantage point what this looks like. This is so awesome. It's so amazing to welcome all of you into our school this evening. Yes, this is the first time in 3 years, I think, staff? 3 years? Yeah, so this is pretty epic for us, so we're really excited to see all your beautiful faces here tonight. My name's Ms. McConnell. I'll be your MC this evening. I'm the lead student success teacher here at Bay Ridge Secondary School. And I'm going to steal just a few short minutes of your time. We're going to do a couple of housekeeping items, and then we're going to do some quick introductions. We have a couple of quick things to show you, and then we're going to get you out into the building so that you can tour around the school and meet some of the wonderful people that make Bay Ridge what it is. First thing I would like to mention, we are live streaming this evening, but we are only seeing the backs of your head, so no need to worry about that. The other thing is washrooms. There are 2 washrooms over on this side, my right, your left, if you need to access those. Yes, Blazer can point you in that direction. Staff at Bay Ridge are in these bright orange t-shirts, so if you look around and see a bright orange t-shirt, that is a Bay Ridge staff member. Hi Bay Ridge staff, thank you for being here. And connection crew leaders, which you will meet a little bit later, most are wearing their bright blue or navy blue t-shirts, so you can see our student leaders there as well. A lot of what we're going to refer to tonight is on our Future Blazer website, and so if you're saying, that's great, but how do I access that? Hopefully you received a Future Grad folder this evening when you walked in. Inside there's a 1-page handout called our Information Hub. There's a QR code and a direct link to this website. So you have access to this information 24/7, as long as you have the internet. So please feel free to check out any and all of the information we're going to share with you this evening. So before I introduce some Bay Ridge people, I would like to give an extra special shout out to our graduating class of 2027. Yes, grade 8s, that's you. That's you in the building. Yes, welcome. So tonight is all about you. And we're so glad you brought your families with you, and we are beyond excited to share with you the wonderful things that Bay Ridge has to offer. So without further ado, I would like to turn things over this evening to our principal, Anne-Marie McDonald, to say a few words.
Thank you. I won't stand behind the podium as you might not be able to see me clearly, but yes, welcome to the class of 2027. It's really nice to have a full house here, and I'd echo what Ms. McConnell said. You can't believe how excited we are to see real human beings in an event and not have to do this over a computer screen. Certainly, I hope that we will answer all of your questions tonight. Already, a few of you in the crowd have had some great questions and wonderings, and we're really hoping that you will feel comfortable asking anything of us over the course of the evening. I apologize to those of you who are standing. You won't be standing for a ton of time. I won't talk your ear off. And we will get you moving in the not too distant future. We were going for a bit of a homey affair tonight, our casual Bay Ridge attire. I tried to dress it up with a sweater here, but we hope that you will feel very welcome and at home tonight. Inside your package is my business card, and I really do encourage you to email me, call me after this event. If you feel that you want to have a follow-up meeting, I would like to be the point person for any of you who have further inquiries after this evening. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about Bay Ridge, but first I would like to introduce our vice principals who are somewhere out there. So first we have Ms. Stacy Robb, and she will actually be the vice principal for our incoming grade 9s in September. And we have Ms. Elizabeth Yinich, who is our other vice principal. So we work as a team of 3, supporting your students and supporting our families. To tell you a little bit about Bay Ridge, we are a school of about 525 students, grade 9 to 12. I'll reference that number later because I do think that's an important thing for your consideration. We have regular programming, we have advanced placement programming, we have programming for students with special needs, and all things in between. And I think that that's an important consideration for you as parents as well, to know that we are able to provide that array of programming, but if your student ever needs to change course over their high school career, that we have different options available and we can pivot, that darn word pivot, if needed, sorry staff, but that we have that array of programming, and that is something that I think is important for your kids. We also have some unique aspects to our school Many of have already heard about our BCSP program, and we're going to get another plug in there shortly. You'll hear a bit about that. We also do have a unique culinary arts program, and we're the only school in Limestone to offer baking programming, which is a unique facet of our school. We have specialist high skills majors, and if you don't know what that is, you'll know a little bit more later. And we have a table over here with some information about expanded opportunities. We encourage you to check that out. But we do have arts and culture and environment and hospitality and computer-based SHSMs, and that's a good thing for kids, and hopefully you'll learn more about that later. We're also one of 2 designated host schools for international students from around the world. So Bay Ridge is the site to the west, and LC the site to the east. So presently we host about 50 students from everywhere from Mexico to France to China and all places in between. And I mention that because I think it adds a diversity to our school that does give a unique flair to the building, and it does also help our students become global citizens, and we know that that is important to have that diverse experience as they move forward on their path. I did want to talk just briefly, my 3 minutes are almost up probably. Okay, registration process. Some of you are here and you live in a catchment area, Cataraqui Woods, where both Frontenac and Bay Ridge are options. Some of you live near a local Catholic school. Some of you are here from out of area and are wondering if you can, what's that registration process look like? So for any of you who are in our catchment, we want you here with us. We need you to register with us as your home school, but I want to talk to you about what those other options are that you're contemplating and what all of that looks like, and walk you through that from beginning to end. But I do want to stress that we look forward to having your kids here, and we certainly want to see them with us in the not too distant future. So that population piece I mentioned, about 525 students, there is research behind, well, small schools research that shows that kids tend to do best in an environment in secondary school that is somewhere between 500 and 750 students. It's called that sweet spot of enough of an array of programming to meet kids' diverse needs, but intimate enough that we get to know them as people. They get to develop that sense of belonging at school and develop those caring relationships with the teachers who support them. And I do think that that is a real attribute for our school, and I encourage you to contemplate that, especially in these COVID times when kids may have lost that sense of well-being or sense of belonging, and may really need to recultivate those relationships. That aspect is certainly an important consideration. So you will get a chance to do a tour, you will get a chance to ask questions. I'm like approaching 5 minutes, I'm gonna get the hook here. But again, welcome, thank you so much for coming, and I hope you find this evening valuable. Thanks.
So one of the things that sets Bay Ridge apart from all other schools in Limestone is something that we affectionately refer to as our rock philosophy. And if you've noticed sitting here this evening, the 4 pillars around you outline our rock philosophy, that being respect, optimism, courage, and kindness. We shared this with your child during their grade 8 feeder school visits over the past week. And it is at the foundation of everything we do here at Bay Ridge, and it is our hope that you're going to feel these 4 things in action tonight as you make your way through the building and meet some of our staff and hear some of our programming. But we thought we would kick things off tonight by showing you a quick video from our Future Blazer website, and this is some current students here at Bay Ridge Secondary School, and we're going to have them tell you what rock means to them.
Respect and listening to others when they feel they need to.
Respect to me is treating everybody the same and not anybody else. Respect means to me treating others the way you want to be treated. Optimism to me is bringing a positive attitude show up and just be yourself every single day. This means to me doing like little things to make people happy, like simply just maybe lending someone a pencil or even like helping someone work. These little things make someone say, and that's what kindness is to me.
To me, kindness is not just doing what's right, it's recognizing others.
Kindness means to me is including everyone.
Kindness means be nice to others, be respectful of others, never judge or look by color, and always be a respect.
Kindness means to me is brightening up someone's day when they least expect it.
Okay, I'm going to introduce you to two really important humans that are going to be a crucial part of the grade 9 transition to Bayreuth Secondary School. So I'm going to introduce you to our department head for student services, Michelle Sharp, and the grade 9 guidance counselor, Rhonda Capachat, to outline a few key things about your transition to grade 9.
Thank you. Welcome everybody. I'm just going to talk to you briefly about what your student needs to do once they become a Bay Ridge Blazer to graduate in grade 12 and walk across that stage and earn their OSSD. So there are 3 sort of requirements that they have to meet in order to do that. The first one is to earn 30 credits. So it's a little bit different from elementary. In elementary, you sort of pass either grade 6 or grade 7 or grade 8. In secondary, you don't pass the grade, you pass the subject. And so each subject is a credit. And you need 30 of those to graduate from grade 12. 18 of those are compulsory credits, credits that the Ministry of Education says you have to take in order to earn your diploma. So 4 of those are English, 1 for each grade, 3 math, 2 science, a geography, a history, an art, a phys ed, French. And then there's 3 other compulsory credits that sort of, we call them group 1, 2, and 3, and sort of they've combined all those subjects I just mentioned into 3 groups, and each student would have to take an extra one, okay? And then that leaves 12, and those 12 are the credits that students can sort of really pick and focus on their interests and focus on where they want to land post-secondary, okay? So your 18 compulsory plus your 12 elective equal 30. That's one of the requirements to graduate, okay? The second one is your 40 hours of volunteer service. So in each grade 8 package that we handed out at our visits, students would have received a form that looks like this, and that's where they're going to record their volunteer hours. The good news is that they can start working on those hours basically the day that after they graduate grade 8. Okay, so this summer, if you're looking for something to do, find some opportunities for volunteer. It doesn't need to be big formal opportunities. It could be helping out a neighbor, you know, that might not be able to mow their grass or something like that, okay? Or there, of course, there's big opportunities with United Way or City of Kingston. It can be both. On the back of that form, there are things it cannot be, so take a read through that. The last requirement is going to be your literacy requirement. So in grade 10, we have students write the Ontario Secondary School Literacy Test. Sometimes we postpone it to grade 11. We do lots of support leading up to that test. It is a test that tests your literacy skills based on what you've covered up to grade 9. However, I don't want to stress people out. If, for whatever reason, you are not successful on that test, there is an Ontario Secondary School Literacy course that also meets that requirement and also counts as one of your 30 credits to graduate, okay? So that test is not a block to graduation. There are other ways to meet that literacy requirement. Ms. Capshat is going to talk more specifically about the courses that your grade 9 student is going to take.
All right, good evening everyone. I'm actually going to try and read what I have in front of me because I love to talk, and I will definitely go over my 2 minutes and 45 seconds that I think I've been allotted. So, first off, I am the grade 9 guidance counselor, and one of the things that I want to tag on to what Ms. Sharp said is that students need 30 credits in order to graduate, Every grade 9 student across the province of Ontario will take 8 of those credits in their grade 9 year. Now, in the folder that you received when you walked in, there's a little bit of information in there, including our course registration, course selection sheet, along with all of those QR codes that Ms. McConnell made reference to. So when you actually take a look at the required courses for any student in grade 9, you're going to notice a couple of things. First off, there are 6 courses that are compulsory courses. They're your math, science, English, geography, French, and phys ed. Those 6 courses are the same across the entire province of Ontario. Every student coming into grade 9 now follows a common curriculum. If you happen to have another student, an older student who's been through secondary school already, you can remember grade 8 being that time of, I need to decide, am I going into academic because I want to go to university? Am I going into applied because I'm thinking college is my choice? That no longer happens within the curriculum in grade 9. Every school in Limestone and in this province are going to be offering the exact same courses with the exact same curriculum and pathway. We are actually now waiting until you've had a year of secondary school in grade 9, and so that we can help support you and work with you based upon your strengths and interests and needs and your dreams and aspirations in order to then help you choose the most appropriate pathway to tailor your education for the rest of your high school career, to get you to where you want to be when you graduate. So every student will be checking off those exact same 6 courses. The thing that's going to be a little different and also is very unique to Bay Ridge Secondary School are the 2 optional. I mentioned 8 credits in grade 9, 6 compulsories, and 2 optionals. We ask that students select 1 from column A and 1 from column B. Column A will meet your art requirement in order to graduate, and column B will meet your business and tech requirement in order to graduate. So within column A, 3 of the courses that we offer at Bay Ridge include drama. We also have a wonderful music program. If you have played an instrument your entire life, fantastic, sign up. If you have never touched an instrument, that course is also open and available for you. And then we also have our visual arts course, which is a nice way of saying a art credit. If you are someone who likes to use a variety of different materials, then our visual arts course is definitely a course for you. The other option that you have is in our column B. And within our business and tech, at Bay Ridge, we offer 4 distinct different options to our grade 9 students. The first one is our BTT, or Computer Applications in Business. This is basically a business-driven course with a computer spin, where you're going to learn how to use spreadsheets and websites and things like that. I'm going to skip over the next one for a moment and jump to our Exploring Technology Culinary Arts. This is a great funky way of saying learning how to cook and how to bake. We have an amazing, outstanding, make any restaurant in Kingston jealous kitchen here at Bay Ridge, and an incredible culinary program, so definitely something to consider. Our Exploring Technology course is basically a little mix of everything. You can have a taste of computers, a taste of construction, a taste of design, so it kind of gives you a little bit of a mix of everything. And last but not least, we have our Exploring Technology Computer course. This is our key course if you are interested in anything computers, and it is the springboard starting point for any students who are wishing to join our Bay Ridge Computer Specialist program. So if that's part of your interest and you're a coding person, cybersecurity, JavaScript, I'm using all these terms, I have no idea what they mean, but I'm just going to throw them out there because it makes me feel good. But if you're a child or if you have that interest, this is the course and the program definitely for you. So all of this information has been shared with your students at their feeder schools over the last week or so, along with package information, and forms have been asked to be sent home to be reviewed with you. We've asked that they be returned to your grade 8 teachers by Friday, January 27th. And then your students will actually go through an online kind of course selection process in My Blueprint. which they'll have completed by February 8th, just to kind of give you a little bit of timelines. Now, I've sort of rushed through quickly everything about our grade 9 programming. Lots of information is in here for you. But I also want to talk about when you finish grade 9, many of the different opportunities that we have for our students. Lots of courses open up, lots of options start to open up, and we have a lot of different specialized programs that you can decide to partake in here at Bay Ridge. One of the things that I absolutely love about being in the school the size that we are is that we work together as a team. So as students are exploring and finding out their interests and changing, I want to be an oceanographer, and the next day I want to be a Minecraft coder, and next day, who knows, maybe they want to be a vet tech. We, along with everyone in student services, our admin, all of our staff, are all a part of that journey. And one of the great things is that we are a small enough school that we get to know each and every one of you, parents, guardians, and students. We get to know your struggles and your needs, but we also get to know your strengths, your interests, and we get to help you with your aspirations and dreams. But we're large enough that we offer every type of programming that any other school in Limestone offers. Every pathway. You want to head to university, we've got the courses for you. If you want to head in the trades, if you want to go directly into the workforce or college, all of those things are open and available to you. So just to highlight a couple of our specialized programs, and I'm going to read directly so I don't veer off. We have AP Pathway, leading to advanced placement courses in calculus and computer science for those who are wishing to write an advanced university placement exam in those specific areas. We offer dual credits, which is a partnership with St. Lawrence College where students can earn a college credit and a high school credit at the exact same time, while having a course on their transcript for St. Lawrence College. We offer OYAP, or apprenticeship opportunities, for those students interested in the trades who are wanting to actually start to accrue their apprenticeship hours while they are in high school. We have tons of co-op opportunities for any students wanting to experience the world of work in any field that they are interested in. We also have our specialist high skill major for students who are wishing to focus in on courses, certifications, and experiential learning that will lead them to not only earning what we call their red seal on their diploma, but also shows colleges, universities, workplaces that students have actually gone above and beyond their regular grad requirements and focused on a specific sector. At Bay Ridge, we have 4 SHSMs: Arts and Culture, Hospitality and Tourism, the Environment, as well as Information and Computer Tech. You'll have a chance in your tour in order to learn more about those, and I highly recommend that you stop off and see Melissa if you have any questions about any of those expanded opportunities. Last but not least, we have our Bay Ridge Computer Specialist Program, which I have to say is a unique program, not only in Limestone, but in Eastern Ontario. It's a 4-year program that is run by our computer aficionado extraordinaire, Mr. Swain. And at this point, I would like to call Mr. Swain up to talk with you a little bit more about that.
Well, you already used the word JavaScript, so I don't know what I'm going to say. First of all, yeah, it's amazing to see so many people here. I'm not going to take too much. How much time do I have after all that? Like 48 seconds? All right. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about what the Bay Ridge Computer Specialist Program is. And a lot of people think that computers means coding. And yes, certainly coding is a part of it. But the Bay Ridge Computer Specialist Program was built by a lot of people here over a lot of years, and we've designed it to be very inclusive and to be, I guess there's a variety of things you can do. I think a really good example is we had a student come in this year who is into graphic design and web design. That's not coding, but that's somebody who can get involved in the computer scene here. We also have things like a live streaming club. We're live streaming right now. We have a bunch of people who actually commentate our sports in our gym. We have an esports club now, and we are actually, no joke, we are the national champions of Rocket League. I don't know if any of you kids have heard of Rocket League, probably not. And so the program, yes, you learn coding. Yes, there is the opportunity to gain certifications like an SHSM. We have 2 different AP courses. We are the only school to offer a grade 9 specific computer coding course. But more than that, there are a lot of different ways to get involved with the program, and it's not necessarily just about coding. Can I quickly show something here? So I was wanting to show you just one thing to everybody here, and I will go into more details on the tour. But one thing that I'm very proud of here is that if students decide to become part of the BCSP and they want to do an SHSM, we have the opportunity to, oh, are you kidding? Amazing. I made a slideshow and I forgot to give access to it to Ms. McConnell. That's wonderful. I can describe it, don't worry. We have a partnership with Queen's University, and so in grade 11 and 12, we have the opportunity to send students to Queen's to actually work there in the summer with real students who are at Queen's. We've had 4 students do it already. They've had wonderful experiences. We have another student who's doing the social media for the Kingston United Soccer Club. We have another student who has built a website for a local band called the Hellhound Trail. So we have all kinds of different real-life opportunities for students to use these technical skills and to put it out in the community. And these are nothing but resume builders, great experiences. And so we like to think that students who come here and do computers get experiences they might not get in other buildings. So I think that's a good wrap-up, and I won't go on. And if you're in the tour in my room, I can tell you more then. So thank you very much, Ms. McConnell.
Thanks, Mr. Swain. That's so awesome. All right. So we talked about the stellar academic side of becoming part of the Blazer family when you arrive here in grade 9. But one of the big questions when we were at the feeder schools this past week is, okay, but can you tell us about what some of the extracurriculars are that we can get involved in? So these are all the activities outside of the classroom. That is a big part of the whole student experience. And so on our Future Blazer website, and again, you can check this out on your own time, but we have a variety of sports that your child can be involved in. So things like badminton, baseball, basketball, you can even check out a game here, cross-country running, curling, field hockey, football, golf. We have OFSA level golfers. Ava, where are you? Where are you, Ava? Oh, over there. Okay. Okay. Soccer, ski club, tennis, track and field, ultimate frisbee, volleyball, and the list goes on. If you would say, though, that's great, Ms. McConnell, but I'm not really into the sports side of things, no problem. We have a variety of different clubs that you can also be a part of. But here's the cool thing, here's the catch. I can show you a list of clubs, but you might say, but I have an idea for a club and I don't see it listed here. Then come tell us about it. We're happy to work with you and we're happy to create something. That's how these clubs are formed. But just to give you a bit of a teaser here, we've got Achieve, Arts Council, Athletic Council, Chess Club, Computer Club, which you've just heard about, Concert Band, Connection Crew, and you're going to meet those lovely humans in just a few short minutes. Dungeons and Dragons. Yes. Always someone in the crowd super excited about it. I love it. Eco Team, we are a green school, Platinum status, thank you. Math leads, I tell the grade 8s, these are some of my favorite people in the building because I am not a numbers person and they do super smart things with numbers and they actually go and compete with other people in Kingston that do super smart things with numbers. It's amazing, really. You're going to hear about that tonight when you visit math. Musicals and plays, Paw Shop, Bay Ridge's version of retail therapy. Rainbow Club, robotics, student council, and that's where we're going to segue. Where are our lovely co-presidents for student council? I'm going to introduce you to 2 amazing humans in our building. Our student council co-presidents. Where's Blazer? Where is Blazer?
Welcome, future grade 9s. My name is Maeve. And I'm Emily, and we're the current student council co-presidents at Bay Ridge Secondary School. Student council is a group of students who apply for ministry positions or are voted in as grade representatives by their grade. There are 2 open positions for grade 9s, and elections will begin in September. In the following years, students in grade 10, 11, and 12 can apply for ministry positions on student council.
Student council runs many events at Bay Ridge and is a great way to get involved for grade 9s. Some of the events we've run this year are a Halloween-themed movie night, a Winter Wonderland semi-formal dance, Spirit Weeks, and our annual holiday show run alongside our Arts Council.
In addition, our community events ministry has ran our annual food drive where we raised over 5,000 pounds of non-perishable food items for the food bank with more than 50 volunteers. As well, our third annual Teddy Bear campaign has raised over $1,100 for the pediatric unit of KG8.
As well, at your orientation in August, you'll have a chance to purchase a grade 9 spirit package. More information will be available in the fall.
At Bay Ridge, we live by the ROC philosophy of respect, optimism, courage, and kindness. Other events that Student Council has run is implementing ROC weeks in early school days to ensure that students learn about our ROC philosophy.
Being current grade 12s, we've enjoyed getting involved in clubs, councils, and teams at Bay Ridge. This has shaped our high school experience and made us feel well-rounded in the BSS community. With this in mind, we hope you see yourself getting involved in, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, in your time here. For more information about BSS Student Council, visit our Instagram at Bay Ridge Student Council, and thank you so much for listening.
All right, the anticipation is building. We are there. We are not over time that much. We're doing okay. I would like to introduce to you our wonderful Connection Crew leaders. Connection Crew leaders, can you wave? Can you wave? Can you wave? Can you wave? Yes, here we go. There they are. Bright blue t-shirts, beautiful smiling faces. So here's how things are going to work. So these lovely humans are part of the official welcoming committee for grade 9s. They help to run an incredible grade 9 orientation day in August, which is a day set aside just for grade 9s. We do not allow anyone else in the building. And it's a day full of fun activities. It's a chance for grade 9s to find their locker, try their lock, yes, and find their classes. And your student can tell you, insider tip number 1 in Bay Ridge, if you just go around in a circle in floor 1 and floor 2, you will always end up where you started. Okay, so if you're starting to feel a little lost, just keep walking in a circle. Connection Crew leaders have with them a tour schedule. So a couple of additional housekeeping items here this evening. We are about to break off into 10 tour groups. You get to choose your tour group. Your tour groups are going to take you to a variety of different classrooms within the building. We have tried to balance the tours so you get a mix of compulsory credits, like your math, science, French, English, and some of your electives, your culinary arts, your computer classes, your phys ed class, your music class, drama class. You are going to choose your tour, and our goal is to reconvene back here for those that are able to stay at approximately 7:45, where we are going to have, grade 8s, are you ready for this? Oh yes, we're having another Kahoot. And it's going to be a family Kahoot. You're going to help your families, and yes, there's Bay Ridge swag that we want to get into your hands this evening. Connection Crew leaders, this piece of information is for you. Tour stops are 10 minutes. When you hear the school bell, that is your bell to switch class, that is your cue to switch to your next tour stop. Make sense? Connection Crew leaders, yes? Make sense? Great. Okay, families, one final piece for you before we have you find a tour group. Inside your future graduate folder, if you can open that up, on the left-hand side, the left-hand pocket, you are going to find, yes, left-hand pocket, you are going to find a 5x7 question card. That question card, maybe it got moved to your right side, it was on the left. That question card is going to help us to save space during your tour for our wonderful staff to be able to share with you all things programming and what your student can expect in grade 9. So this is a place for you to park some of those big questions you have that you would like some additional follow-up on, so that we're not using that short 10-minute time with which to do that. So teachers will have a chance to actually do some sharing. At the very back, right outside the main office where that floating table is, Miss McDonald is holding up the question bins. You can drop your questions there this evening before you leave, and we will personally get in touch with you to help answer any of those really big questions or questions that may take a little extra time. You might also be able to catch up with one of our staff members at the end of the tour this evening, as we will all reconvene back in this area for the Kahoot, and a chance for you to touch base with particular teachers if you choose to do so. Okay, families, are you ready to see their secondary school? Amazing. Okay, connection crew leaders, if you can hold up your tour sign, I will post it on the web. Please find a connection crew leader, and we will start tour number 1.